Morning class. So we are dealing with the constitution of our country, isn't it? And we are learning our fundamental rights given to us by whom? By the constitution of our country. And today we are going to start with protection of life and personal liberty, which is article 21. Article 21. And this article 21 is one of the most important, and it is one of the most useful article which has been given to us as a protection and a fundamental right to all the citizens who live in this country. All right, so article 21 is not only just an article, but it is also a personal, it is also very important. Why? Because as we read, the headline highlights us that it is why it is so important. Protection of life and personal liberty. All right, so it deals with protection of our life and personal liberty. Now before we start, let us imagine for a while. Let us imagine if there was no protection of our life. Let us imagine there was no any protection given to us by our constitution relating to life and personal liberty. Then what would have happened? Let us imagine if I am walking in the street and if someone comes and kills me. I have no protection. Let us imagine if someone comes and tells me you are detained for 24 hours. Then what would happen? Isn't it? So, for the protection of our life and personal liberty, Article 21 was introduced in our Constitution. The definition says, no person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. So, we are the citizen of this country, and each and every citizen who resides in India, in this country, shall not be deprived of his personal liberty. Alright, I can move freely wherever I want to go. I can do whatever I want to do. That is my personal liberty. Isn't it? Now, in today's time, if there is no personal liberty, if I can't go anywhere, if I can't do anything what I desire, then what will happen? If I say you are not allowed to go to town for shopping, this is a simple example, then what will happen? Your personal liberty will be deprived, isn't it? If someone says you can have a good education, then what will happen? Your personal liberty will be deprived, isn't it? So, our personal liberty has been protected under the Constitution under Article 21. No person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedures established by the law. Now, what does the last sentence mean? Yes, we always have to remember there is always two sides, isn't it? For example, you guys as students, no one can deprive you or stop you from going to school. That is your right given by Article 21. But just because you have got your rights, that you have your right to get a good education wherever you want, that doesn't mean you will stop following certain rules established by a school authority. For example, you have a personal liberty, you can go anywhere, anytime, but you are also claiming that you have every right to get an education. For example, in this institution, isn't it? But you have to follow certain rules and regulations of this school. For example, you have to come to the school. There has to be 75% of attendance. You can't bunk. You can roam around just like that during school hours. These are certain laws which has been established by the school authority, isn't it? So this is what this is trying to tell us. Now another example is me being a citizen. I have my personal liberty. I have my personal freedom to go anywhere, to live my life the way I want. But just because I have got those rights from my constitution, that doesn't mean I will start spoiling the society. Alright? I will go against the law, or I will commit a crime which has been forbidden by the law of this country. I can't murder anyone just because I have got my personal liberty. That doesn't mean I will break the law. Alright? Another example is I can smoke. Supposing I am a smoker. Alright? I am a smoker and I have a bad habit of smoking. Now, Article 21 gives me right to do whatever I want. There is a saying, you guys, we all say normally, my body, my wish, isn't it? So, I have a habit of smoking and I have my rights. That is my personal liberty. But just because I have my rights of my personal liberty, that I can smoke, I can do whatever with my life, that doesn't mean I will go in a public place and start smoking, because that has been banned. Smoking in public places has been banned, isn't it? I have a habit, and if I go to Gantok and if I start smoking in MG Mark, then police will come and they will charge me with a fine, isn't it? That is what this is trying to say. I will read it again. No person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. This is what it is trying to tell us. Alright? So just because we have our liberty, that doesn't mean we can do anything against the law or to break the law. Alright? Now, another example when we try to understand Article 21 is, today the safety of a woman is a burning issue, isn't it? We all know. Recently, there was a very tragic incident happened, isn't it? Regarding a minor girl who was raped, isn't it? Now these are very tragic, sad part of our society. Now, we should always remember, it's okay. Boys, they have their personal liberty, but that doesn't mean they will start eve teasing to a girl. They will start whatever they want to do with a girl. Alright? That has been barred, or that has been protected by the law. Eve teasing. Eve teasing means आँखाले हेर्नु. Alright? आँखाले हेरेर जिस्काइदिनु. That is called eve teasing. Alright? You don't have to touch. Or passing vulgar comment to a girl. Isn't it? So, all these issues, it is against the law. Alright? So, even a girl has a right to live with dignity. And she also has a right, equal right compared to a boy under Article 21 to live with personal liberty and protection of life. Alright? So, there is a very interesting case relating to Article 21, which is Maneka Gandhi versus Union of India. Please write it down. That is Maneka. Maneka Gandhi versus Union. All right, so this is a very important case which you need to understand and to know. Maneka Gandhi versus Union of India. Now what happened in this case was, this lady named Maneka Gandhi was traveling, all right, but what happened, the airport authority impounded her passport. Impounded means to capture or to seize, all right. So her passport was seized or impounded by the airport authority of India, giving a very silly reason. Now what she did was, she filed a case against whom? Against the Union of India, against that particular authority. Now the Supreme Court said that it was a violation of her personal liberty, because the airport authority, without any reason, without any valid reason, she had not broke any law, she was not against any law, but without that also, because of a simple reason, her passport was freezed or impounded, so her personal liberty was hampered. Alright, her personal liberty was hampered. So this is a very interesting case, and I need you to go through Google and just type Maneka Gandhi versus Union of India, and please save it and read it. Alright. Now moving on to next, in Article 21 there are various provisions which has been guaranteed under Article 21. So let us try to know what are the provisions under Article 21. Alright. Number 1 is right to travel abroad. Now we all have right to travel anywhere abroad. Alright, that has been guaranteed under Article 21. Now next one is right to live with human dignity. Alright, right to live with human dignity. Now this is one of the important topic or the provisions given to us. Now in our country under Article 21, even a beggar has his or her right to live with dignity. Just because he lives in Jhoparpatti, he lives in slum area, he is a poor person, that doesn't mean we will try to insult him. Hela gonu paundena, in a very simple way. Alright? We can't, because even that person who lives in a slum area has his and her has a right to live with dignity, human dignity. Alright, this is what it means. Now we are a human being and we have a tendency to judge a people by appearance, isn't it? If a person is well dressed, if a person comes in a good car or a good bike, we all automatically we give them a respect. But at the same time, if a person is not well dressed, let's say he is not that well groomed also, now we have a tendency to judge that is a poor fellow. But under Article 21, although the person is a poor one, he lives in slum area, he does he begs or he does things which we say tallo darjako, whatever it is, and whatever, if a person is rich, whether he is millionaire, billionaire, both of them have the rights to live with dignity. Alright, that is second provision. Now the third is right to shelter. Now, right to shelter means we as a citizen of this country have a right to shelter. Now, we all have shelter, we all have home. But there are so many people who still do not have their own houses. Isn't it? If we go to NGP, there we will see those poor fellows, they don't have any place to sleep. They sleep in streets. Isn't it? So, each and every people who is a citizen of this country has a right to have a shelter. This is the reason why the government the government of India or the government of our state, they build shelter homes for those who are homeless. Alright? In Kalimpong also we have. Just opposite to, not opposite, at the back side of Kalimpong municipality, there is a building. Now that building was actually made by the government and the municipality of Kalimpong for the homeless. Alright, so even you see latis, isn't it, roaming in town, they also have the right to shelter. Alright, so each and every one of us have got right to shelter or right to have a home according to Article 21. Now another one is right to privacy. We as a citizen have got right to privacy. Alright, now privacy meaning that personal space. Nobody can come inside my home and interfere. Isn't it? But there is also an exception. Just because I have a right to privacy, that doesn't mean I will make a public place my own private space. I can do anything which will go against the morality of our society, against the law of our society in a public place, just because I have a right to privacy. Alright? So, but if I have my own personal space at home, isn't it? We all do. Now, nobody can come and disturb your privacy. Alright? Now another one is right to health and medical assistance. Now under Article 21, we all have got our rights to get access to the government hospitals. Right to health and medical assistance. When we feel sick, we always go to hospital. I'm not talking about private, but I'm talking about government. This is the reason why in every place the government builds a hospital. It is the responsibility of the government to give good health and medical assistance to its citizens. And it is our right given by Article 21 to get access to those rights regarding our health and medical issues. Alright? Now the next provision is, now this is a very important and interesting one. Right to die. Right to die. It is not a fundamental right under Article 21. Remember, right to die meaning to kill myself, to commit a suicide is not a right. Whereas the Constitution tells us personal liberty. What is personal liberty? Personal liberty is I can do whatever I want. Isn't it? But under Article 21, right to die has been forbidden. Alright, suicide in our country is not good. It is not right given to us and it is against the law. Alright, so right to die has been forbidden and it is not a fundamental right. Always remember this. Now I'll read. The question whether the right to die is included in Article 21 of the Constitution came for consideration for the first time before the Bombay High Court in state of Maharashtra versus Maruti Dubal. The Bombay High Court held that the right to life guaranteed by Article 21 includes a right to die, and consequently the court struck down Section 309 IPC, which provides punishment for attempt to commit suicide. So in IPC we have 309 where there is a punishment if we try to commit a suicide. So we don't have any right. Now in some European countries they do have. A long time back there is a movie played by Hrithik Roshan. It is related with it is known as euthanasia. Alright, the term is euthanasia, which means in certain European countries you have got right to suicide. Alright, you have got right to suicide. You can write a petition to the court and you can die, you can kill yourself. Alright, that is called euthanasia. But in India it is not a fundamental right and it is a crime under IPC also, section 309. Alright, moving on to next. Right to get pollution free water and air. So to have a good, clean, healthy environment and clean water, it is our fundamental right under Article 21. Now again, next one is right to education. To have a good education is also a fundamental right under Article 21, and this is the reason why nowadays mostly in government schools up to class 4 or class 8 everything is free. They even get midday meals, isn't it? This is the reason why. So we all have got right to education. All right. So the another provisions are overloading school bus violate Article 21. So even the school bus can't be overloaded. All right. So this is so this much for the day. All right, so we have finished our constitution. Now we will move on to next chapter from next day. All right, thank you.